Hey, this is Metal Mike, and welcome to the newest Metal for Life column. Today's title is called Shredder's Mixed Bag. And you see what happens is in the summer, a lot of guitar players put the guitars away somewhat. I always felt that guitar playing is a little bit of a winter sport. And just about the time when on the East Coast, the weather's getting a little colder, so I want to give you guys some shredding examples to work on to kind of bring the chops back into shape. And I have different examples on different parts of the fretboard that'll give you guys some great stuff to practice, okay? So check it out. Okay, so this lick falls really nicely within the A harmonic minor scale. It's just it's the next position up, starting on the 8th fret. And one thing you should remember when you're playing this lick, it's really difficult to jump into the lick at a high tempo and keep things really even at the front end of it. Meaning that once you are into the lick, it's a lot easier to lock in and keep your notes smooth, but it's quite difficult to sort of come in at a high tempo and have the notes really cleanly and evenly. So this is something that maybe you want to do a little bit of a practice on your own, something to strive for. Okay, so let me show you this guitar phrase slowly. I start on the high E string. Next string. The third string only has 2 notes and 3 notes on the 4th string. And I bring the lick up. All the notes are alternate. And then I do a phrase to tie off the lick. Before the whole entire first section repeats again. All right, so this lick is a pull-off lick for the first section and a hammer-on lick for the second section of the lick. So the first part, you're going to have a pull-off within the A minor, and then you're going to have an ascending type of, like a diminished type of lick in B. So check this out. For this lick, it's basically a repetitive motif of in different fingering. So I only pick the first note and I pull off to the second one. And I repeat that again. So you have something that sounds like this pick to pull off type of idea has got a cool sound to itself once you put it into a whole entire lick use. So check this out. We got this for the first part on the high E string. Same exact fingering on the B string. The G string has got a 12 on the 9th right here, G2 and E. same exact frets on a 4th string. What happens is I repeat the 3rd string again on the 4th string, and I continue from the 12th to the 8th on the 5th string, and same thing, 12th to the 8th on the 6th string. So you got a very nice open interval sound. And to finish off the lick, I have a descending pattern. Now what I do, I reverse it. I basically hit a note and then hammer on. Right, so this is the first section. Move it up a fret and a string. Same thing again, move it up a fret and a string. Same exact thing again. Now for the 2nd string, in order to keep the diminished pattern in key, you have to skip a fret. The last part is a F and a G sharp here, 13, 16 on the top E string. And I finish off with a vibrato on a G note. All right, the next lick is a ascending diminished arpeggio. Starts right here. It's basically any note is a root in a diminished arpeggio. So we could think of it as this note as a root. So it's an E diminished arpeggio, and basically it moves up the fretboard, continuing with the same notes. Every note on this particular example, it's picked. And then we just move it up the fretboard until we get to the 17th position. And we'll finish off the lick with a vibrato on the 19th fret. Okay, let me put this together. Check this out. The important thing to remember about diminished licks is that any note can be a root. And most of the time, any diminished pattern can just simply repeat itself again every 1, 2, 3 frets on your guitar. Okay, so keep that in mind when learning these type of riffs. Our particular lick starts right here on the 2nd position between the pinky and the 1st finger on the B string. You only have 1 note on the next string, and you have 1 note on a 4th string. And you bring it back. So you have and you repeat this again right here on the 5th position, 8th position, 11th, 14, and 17. So I finished it off right there on the vibrato on the 19th fret. All right, let me explain a little bit to you about how I picked this example. I'm using economy picking for this, and what's happening is this. I go down, up, up, down, down, up, and brings you back to the same note again on the down pick. So it's down, up, up, down, down, up, down. And remember, I do another note on this lick, which is an up note. So it's down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up. And now when I move this lick to the next position, my next pick is down, which makes a lot of sense because it's the next stroke in succession. Okay, so you have 3 different examples on your guitar that have variety of different techniques for you to master. So take it slow, check out the column, go back to it if you need to, and happy shredding. See you next time.